Okay, distribution part 3. Last time we talked about distributor. This time we talk about indie rights. That's the second company we considered. And indie rights distribution, or indie rights movies, I think they call themselves, is very, very similar to distributor, but does have some differences. And here are the differences. Indie rights, they work very similar, but they charge a 20% fee from the profit you as the filmmaker makes. Now the reason for that is that there's no upfront fee. Remember, distributor, you chose the platforms and then you pay them $3,000 or $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 depending on how many platforms you choose. So you pay them up front, but then later on you keep 100% of the profit. Now indie rights, you don't pay anything. They invest their own money and they will bring your film to iTunes and Amazon and Vudu and Google Play and all those platforms without you paying anything. The whole thing with quality control and the deliverables, that's exactly pretty much the same thing. They will tell you exactly what they need and they will support you, and you deliver everything. They do a little quality control. They bring it over to iTunes and those platforms. They do more quality control. Once the film is accepted, it will be available on those platforms. Now, again, iTunes, if somebody rents your movie and they click on it for $2.99 or $3.99, iTunes is going to keep 40%, and the remaining 60% goes to indie rights. They take 20%, and then you get 40% of the profit. Same thing with Amazon, 50-50, indie rights takes 20, you get the rest as the filmmaker. So also indie rights, they say that they're going to help you a little bit with them or guide you with marketing. You know, they have some outlines that will tell you what you should do and how they can help you, and they have their own filmmaker pool that can write some reviews for a film. So there is a little bit more hands-on help with this entire process, and that's why they charge 20%. And in the end, since this is our very first time we're dealing with distribution and our very first movie, we decided to go with indie rights and take advantage of them helping the filmmakers a little bit more. And also, we didn't have any money in the beginning anymore, you know, for distribution. So we thought, hey, if we don't have to cough up $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, that's good. That's perfectly fine, and we're willing to give 20% to indie rights because they're great people. We talked to them and Skyped with them, so everything looks great. We're pretty much in the process now to deliver those deliverables, and once that is done, I'll be back for more episodes and tell you exactly how it worked out, and even down the road how much profit we made or something like that. I'll give a little insights in regard to that too. Okay, maybe one more thing. When I talk to indie rights, apparently they do not take on any film, you know. So you send them a screener, you fill out the form, they look at the film, and then they choose if they're going to take you on or not. And I think they told me that usually they take on like a third of all the films that are submitted. They take on a third, and they took on our movie, so that made us happy, and that was a good sign.